Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope everybody is really doing well. So, guys, it's August 10th, and I hope everybody's doing well. I was supposed to do this live stream in the noon, but I wanted a little bit more confirmation because, as you can see on the chart here, the 4 hours time frame, USD dominance has been reclaiming the 4.4% again. So that's what I want to talk about, and what exactly is our plan for Blood Moon. So, guys, without wasting further time, so first of all, this is the plan that I've already shared actually, and basically, I've already shared previous week and the last week, and I was away on the weekend. It was my daughter's birthday, so I took her out. And so, what do we have now, guys? And what can we expect from the market, guys? One thing I can tell you is September is going to be the month where we are going to buy heavy. We are going to build some good swings on the Blood Moon dump. And what I personally believe and what I personally feel is that September is going to give an incredibly good opportunity, probably going into an October. So basically, September is going to be giving you a good opportunity. You hold, you make profits in October, maybe something in November as well. So October is going to be great for us. November, not sure, but can be good, for some alts, of course, not everything. And that's where we're gonna exit, because then again we have another Blood Moon in September in 2026, early 2026. So 2025 had 2 Blood Moon, and 2026 is having another 2 Blood Moon. So that's gonna be the year probably the market is gonna get wrecked, in my view. You might see probably 40-50% dump across the board, and maybe the bear market probably 70%. Well, hi Oluvesi, hi Aditya. So analysis too, please. There, premium member of yours. No worries, bro. Whether you are premium or no, I will surely do Sui analysis. Don't worry about that. And well, so let's start our stream. First of all, we will discuss the Bitcoin chart, and the Bitcoin plan was already mentioned. And I mentioned that I'm bearish on BTC, and I'm expecting BTC to go under 98k. I already did mention the main reason for that was basically to the biggest bearish engulfing candle that we had, and now we are having 3 black crows. So that's another interesting candle. It's a very bearish one. Basically, you can try. It's a bearish one basically. So what I feel from here, yes, you definitely can expect a push up around 112, 113, maybe even 114. But overall, I see BTC going down, taking this liquidity under 104. And before the Blood Moon, maybe on the Blood Moon, and then we can have a bounce and then further dump to take this liquidity and go back to 2025 opens. And that is going to be a very good, plan for BTC. And I really would like to see BTC accumulating around 2025 opens. The reason why I really want BTC to accumulate around 2025 opens, why? Because it's a very good range basically, and also if you look at from the weekly perspective, we had a very good, very good support, because 2025 opens, basically the levels that we have here has been very interesting. And practically you can say that we literally started an impulsive move, very much impulsive move, practically in April 2025. So basically, it's just likely going to see some backtesting on the weekly. Also, you can't say this is not a gravestone doji. No, that's not. But you can say some sort of a inverse hammer, kind of, but not exactly the inverse hammer, but some sort of a doji it is. Now, if you look at the RSI on the weekly, well, the RSI is clearly bearish, and it's aiming for 50%. Basically, I think 50% is what BTC is going to go, and till then you are not going to take any longs. Basically, it's going to wreck you. It's your wish if you really want to long it. But definitely you would want that, hey, why are we not shorting it? Definitely we will short, but I have some confirmations. I have some of my methods that how I would like to short. Now there are two ways of shorting it. First of all, you can just simply scalp it, no more big amount. Yeah, just go like small risk 1k, 2k, 3k, maybe 10k. So you go small, and then there's like a scalp we can play. But right now we are in the middle of nowhere, as you can see. If you really want to short, we will short once the RSI starts losing the momentum on the 50, because then things are gonna go very, very deep. Probably the blood moon can dump this whole support that we are literally holding and bouncing from every damn time, if you see on the RSI. So just look at this support that we are having. I think we are just forming a biggest head and shoulder on this fucking RSI thing. And just look at this, what happened. I mean, RSI went in 2023. That has been a support of 45. We accumulated here and then rush up. And then RSI again came back here. We just made a nice support around 41, 48,000, 50K. And then we started running back up. And in this whole process, we formed a very big bear divergence, basically, very, very solid one. And then again, we had a nice, bull divergence basically from here. Again, we had a support and RSI. So now, as you all can see, the only levels you really wanna long is when RSI goes in the green box. It's gonna be like do or die. Once it loses this green box, class. You literally get the fuck out of everything, whatever the alts you have, whatever. The blood moon dump is gonna be amazing if we are losing this green box, and I do think we are gonna lose it, whether you like it or not. But definitely that's gonna be a very good, in my view, a very, very good opportunity for scalps. I'm not talking about any swings at the moment. Swings will happen in September during the blood moon. So what you can expect from this whole thing, I mean, that's a very good head and shoulder on RSI. And it's like, once we go down here, again, a small bounce, lose this class, blood moon, we go down here, we lose this, form this resistance, and God knows what happens. Maybe BTC can even just literally dump to my target. I mean, if you know my target, I've already mentioned it, my target, where is this harmonic? Yeah. So the overall, basically this target for BTC is, I'm expecting it go around 786 Fibonacci levels, which is somewhere around $35,700 to $36,000, maybe even 40K, who knows. But at least what you can expect on the weekly time frame, the way, I think the support of 74K to 69,000 is going to be tested basically. So that test will happen. Now forget my pardon my analysis for now, because if you think that it's straight away we are going to 70K from here, I think you're wrong, because you need to understand the logic of Eloit waves. I mean, you just have to understand this whole logic of Eloit wave. And what happens, we feel support. I mean, this is where your liquidity is right now, around $98,200. That's your liquidity at the point. So I really don't think we will lose this in a one go. No, I really don't think so. Now let's say even if go sideways here till blood moon and we start dumping on the blood moon, we do something like this on the blood moon, like 96K, 95K, maybe even 94.4. That's a very good support. We have around 91.9. So basically 92 to 94K, we go there, and what's gonna happen? It's just simply gonna be a wick. It's gonna be like a wick. We are not gonna close under. It's gonna be a wick, and the price is gonna bounce literally back to 102, 104, and it's gonna chop for next few days, and then we're gonna go sideways. Till then, what's gonna happen is Ethereum and altcoins will really do well, in my view. And later on, what's gonna happen? Maybe after the blood moon, after October, November, I see, this is what I literally see for the BTC basically. This is what my primary target as a liquidity pool. So 73.9 to 74. Practically, if you really ask me, 69,000 is what I'm aiming for, or 64,000, anywhere between 69 64K at this point. But I can't say exactly the level. Why? Because I will be able to tell you once I see this leg. then I will draw my fibs and I can give you an exact accurate levels of 1414 Fibonacci levels. If you remember the top, this is what the exact 1414 looked like. I mean, I literally gave that levels. Even if BTC reached there, it's for like 1414 Fibonacci levels. I mean, we really want 1414 somewhere between 69 to 64. We will see how the price action forms. That is going to be your local bottom. And from there, we will see a very good bounces across board. Now, all these things can even happen in September itself, you know. I mean, before the October month, we can even do something like this. And what's going to happen most likely, if we are seeing this dump in September, let's assume if you see September, you know, if you see this dump, October is going to be good. Then you can expect October to do something like this, you know, like forming another head and shoulder, collapse 2026 and do. So then we're going to take this liquidity basically. So this is how things would be. I don't give the timelines, how it should play out. I can just tell you what exactly the price action we can expect from the BTC. I mean, this is the price action, whatever happens. And that's the reason, you know, I really don't want to long, honestly speaking. My longs on it are here, 98K and maybe between 94, 95 as well. A wick would be fine. I'm not going to go like big on this one, but definitely you can go with the spot backs. You know, spot's going to make you at least you can say around 10% in just single day. You can make 10% of your capital. Why? Because the bounces are going to be good, especially the bounces are going to be good for ETH BTC. I'll come back to ETH BTC again. But this is what the Harton time frame tells you or for BTC, guys. I mean, look at this whole Livermore. I think we already discussed this Livermore at the previous live stream. And that's why this chart is there. We are right now on the 6th wave. And after this is going to be the last one, 7th wave. And most likely 2027, 2028, I expect BTC to not stop at all. I mean, what I personally feel that BTC is more likely going to see a very big impulsive move towards $350,000 to $400,000. I mean, it can even do $500,000, but my fib tells me that, you know, more or less this is how the fib never lies. So if you look at the fib counts, the fib is 1 to 72 is around $476,000. So maybe 476, we will see at that point of time. But definitely, what I want to tell you is it's going to be very good, very good year basically. 2414 is the bare minimum you're going, very minimum. So if you're buying around 34, 35, and let's say you're expecting 7x, good. But definitely I'm not going to go all in BTC. I'll just probably go 40% in BTC. Why? Because I really want to go 60% in ETH and altcoins, and I'll give my reasons basically. There's nothing to lose in this, but it's a win-win, and I'll show you why. So this is what my plan for BTC on the lower term time frame. If you really want to see or check the lower term time frame for BTC, this is the hard term time frame, guys. No long till we are going to the green box, the weekly, and just look at the monthly as well. I mean, the monthly is having a strong bear fucking divergence. There are triple bearish divergence, you can see. So basically, for monthly, we really want to long this green box basically. So this green box is where I feel the monthly is going to give us a good bounce, somewhere around 60%, 60.6, 60.7, somewhere around these levels. I think the monthly is going to give you a very good bottom. That bottom can be a very good, you know, bounce. Of course, I don't know whether BTC can just make new all-time highs from there or no. I don't know. I can't say. But what I can say is, when it goes there, you close your eyes and buy. Just buy the spot bags. If you don't know how to play leverage, buy the spot bags. Transfer your BTC to the coin margins, or on Bybit if you're using. I normally use Bybit as a preferred exchange. It's a very safe one. And if you really would like to support my work, you can just probably go to the Bybit and open your account. We are having a WSOT competition probably next month. So yeah, what you should be doing if you're having on Bybit, you can have your Bybit Bitcoin on Bybit and on the unified portal, unified wallet basically, and you can trade BTC pairs. So let's say a coin margin long. So if you really have the Bitcoin in your wallet, if you bought the physical Bitcoin, let's say, and if you feel that the market is still going down, if you really want to build position, you can start with the 1x long from BTC. So let's say if you have one BTC, you can long another one BTC, not USDT. Now everything will be BTC. That's how I made huge money in 2020, 2019 dump. I made good money with XRP. Right now as well, this whole pump from 16,000, you guys know it. I bought there and a good BTC and had a good coin margin longs as well. I sold everything at 71,500. I won't lie. I did not play it till maybe 124K, but 71,500 was my good money, honestly speaking. I had my reasons, because I switched from BTC to ETH BTC and it played very nicely. 110% move. Amazing. I mean, I'm happy. So basically what I can tell you, there are ways to play, so don't worry about it. If you are confused, just ping me and ask me, don't worry. Okay. So monthly, you have the plan. Daily, daily is still looking good, forming good, because what you can see here on the daily, you should not be looking daily, from this perspective, because we don't really have a bull divergence, but you should be looking daily from this perspective. Why? Because we are forming a very good bullish divergence over here. So as you can see, basically, we are at support right now like this. So what you really want to see over here is, we really want to see daily closing like this. We go and take this liquidity under 107K like this. We go down maybe to 105, 104K, and we go get a good bounce for 5 waves towards 112. So I think till blood moon we can most likely pump. It can be a surprise pump to 6.8 to 6.8 to 6.9% pump. It's like 7% pump. And blood moon, you can see a bloodbath. It's going to be like a bearish retest, So we do bearish retest and then khalas. This is how it just go nuts, So, but if you really want to scalp with me, we will scalp, of course. I'll give some trades over there. And then for shorts, we will short around 112K. But how are we going to short, guys? We will short once the price goes down, take this liquidity and go for a bearish retest, because which will confirm that, hey, this is the bearish retest. And we will short it here, then it will dump. So this is how I want to short it with good confirmation. So that's the plan for BTC. USD dominance, I already gave my plan. I'm literally having a solid, this, you can say cipher, a very solid cipher from HTF perspective. Just look at this cipher, guys. This cipher is nothing but a bear market, basically, in case if just literally bottoming out. So this is how the bear market most likely should continue for 2026. We reached to 8.25%, and then khalas, we dump back down to 2%, maybe even 1%, maybe even 0. What I can tell you one thing, guys, for those who are having big capital on crypto exchanges or in your hard wallet, what I feel is most likely USD dominance going under 3% would trigger a massive amount of panic in the market. Why? Because there are two things. But what I personally feel, actually, and the situations is going into that direction. What I feel is they might ban USDT. They might literally ban stable coins, so that these exchanges, CZ, Binance, Bitfinex, they cannot, Coinbase, they cannot no longer manipulate the Bitcoin prices. Once the institution get their hands on, once they take you out, once they literally shake you out from everything, because if BTC goes to 35,000, I'm damn sure 90% of you, of who all you are available right now, just gonna shit your pants. There's gonna be a panic, literally panic, and every damn person on the CT would scream, "We are going back to 15K. We are going back to 21K." Once it goes to 35,000, honestly speaking, maybe you might even see some charts speaking 8K, 9K, and most likely they're gonna get wrecked. When you see such scream, it's like this is the perfect time to buy. Right now, most likely everybody thinks that we are going to 200,000, maybe 100, 200,000, 250K, and that's what the target are basically for BTC. But there's a logic, there should be a concrete logic behind it, which I really don't see at this moment. We really need a big accumulation for a big impulsive move, and we really want the price for BTC to get acceptance above $400,000. Because if you really see BTC getting stabilized or stable above 400,000, that makes sense for the whole world to adopt Bitcoin as a standard in compared to gold. Because if let's say Bitcoin just literally go to 400,000 and at the same moment it just gave you a blow off top, khalas, nobody would trust Bitcoin anymore. Basically, that would be the end. So I think USD dominance is clearly HTF is bullish. Right now, I want to see how are we going to close daily. Again, if you're closing above 4.4%, I really think that it's bullish. And I would be expecting, this was the green plan that I already shared with you. I would like to see most likely that we are going to test 5.25% more or less before October pump. Maybe it can even go till 5.85, maybe even 6.2%. That's if we go to 6.2%, you need to consider this as a double bottom in any case. And the plan would be, then it would go around 7% as well. So then most likely we might just not see October pump as well. But I really don't think it's going to happen. October always gives us good pump. And even September last year was green. Normally September is red. But last year it was green. August was green as well. And this year also August is green. Overall, I'm not talking about BTC, but overall it's green basically. So talking about ETH, if you remember, this was the plan for ETH. We just flip this green box. If we flip it, we can have a good impulsive move, honestly. It just went. My plan was to get Ethereum around 3,761, the 0.382 Fibonacci levels. But that didn't happen. We just went till 4,055. And now what you can say is maybe what if this is, the blood moon is upon us. There can be a short wave for a very short one. And there is a wave 5 because we already finished with the 5 waves. Now we already have 5 waves. I really don't know what exactly is going to happen from here for ETH because the 5 waves are done. And I can clearly see this. This is the clear 5 waves. You already made new all-time highs. Things are finished in my view, basically at this point. So we just want to see how the August close in the next 5 days. You really don't want to see the bearish engulfing candle for the month of August. I really don't want to see this engulfing candle. I really don't want to see August closing around 4,470.62. You really don't want to see August closing this way. Because if it does, then we have a big problem. Then probably even, not good for Ethereum. But yeah, clearly I can see the 5 waves. And what would be the wave count if I really have to ask you guys? Of course, you guys would be expecting a wave count from me. And that's what I am here for. So if you really ask me the wave count for ETH, at this moment, what I feel is this is a very clear-cut case of irregular expanded flat. So let's say if this was some of your wave 1, and this is irregular expanded flat. If we do happen to get this one in September, somewhere around here, somewhere around maybe $1,900 to $2,000, and then October, November, December, we just go for the new all-time highs. We go for $9,000 to $10,000. Now this can be a very good, honestly speaking, it would be very bullish, and which would also make me feel that, hey, ETH BTC, we should be relonging it, honestly speaking. So your wave 3 is, was your wave 3, and wave 4 was very shallow. And yes, you have achieved the 2414 target basically for the wave 4, and this is what we discussed on the previous stream. It literally front run basically. So now that we are in my sell-off zone, I have to redraw everything. I need to give you the proper fibs and the levels as well, of course. What I feel is now that we are having clearly, if you look at the ETH BTC, clearly there is 5 waves over here playing out. And now we are also going back to the resistance. Basically, this is your resistance, clearly. So what you can expect for ETH BTC? Of course, if you can even say that we are literally at a resistance. This is your resistance, basically. So 4196 is your resistance itself. So I personally think that after this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the impulsive move that we have seen so far, I would like to see some sort of A, B, C like here, and accumulate there, and then we break out and we go for a pump like this. So that's one way of looking at it. So basically, I would really not go long on ETH BTC right now, honestly speaking. We already made good profit. We literally longed here. We also made some good position here. But this is what majorly I took it. And we closed around 3.6. This red line, we closed it, which was a good profit, honestly speaking. So this is what I have for ETH Bitcoin. And if you talk about Ethereum on the lower term time frame, if you remember, what did I mention? That we get a bounce in this green box here, 4,000, this green box, and you will see a push up to make new all-time highs. And that's exactly the push we got basically over here. And after which we can go for, like this may be a fake out. We dump back down to 1,900 or so, and then further just run it back up to like this. This is how, ETH can perform basically. I really don't know if it goes to 40,000. I don't know, honestly. And it's a very haywire target. 40,000 is like fucking crazy. It means that BTC would be above it'd be above most likely $2 to $3 million, which is not going to happen at this point. So, for a high some time frame, I think Ethereum is likely going to maybe form a range here, something like this, a range, between 4,900 and between $4,000. That's a very good range. And then, we just drop back down to the breakout zone. Once we go under, you can see, we will see this order block, the big order block that we are having, we are waiting for test. And then we can buy and things can be good, really, honestly. So HTF, I'm really not interested in ETH, honestly, because if you just look at the weekly RSI again, so weekly RSI, yes, the price did make the new all-time highs, and RSI did make a very good bearish divergence on the weekly. Not happy, honestly speaking. If you look at from this perspective as well on the monthly time frame, yes, we have 5 days left, but the way the things looks like, I feel like this is going to be a very good swing failure pattern, SFP. And I have two things over here. We have a good bear divergence forming here, bear divergence forming here on the monthly, another bear divergence from here, and already the bear divergence is there basically. So the monthly is still also not looking that good. The way we are closing it in the next 5 days is going to matter basically. Similarly, talking about the daily, if you can see the RSI, we are just simply accumulating above 50%. I think the way things looks like, this is a very clear case of irregular exponential flat on the hard term time frame, meaning that this can be a very good, some sort of A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. We go to this order block around 3,500, just a fake breakdown, and even RSI goes down deeper down like this. And when it goes under, RSI goes under these levels of 34, what's going to happen? We're going to form a very good bull divergence, and that's going to be our levels for bounce. And we can bounce till 4,400, 4,500. Maybe after that, it can just go down like this. Or if we flip these levels, we can make another new all-time highs and continue our journey upwards. So there are two ways basically, but this is what most likely I think Ethereum is going to do basically. So no more longs for me. Now coming to alt, of course, I'm just going to check others crypto market cap. This is what I have for others, guys. It is very bullish chart because I personally think this is one of the strong and most bullish chart you would ever see. Honestly speaking, guys, very bullish chart. Of course, you might feel that, hey, how it is bullish? I mean, we are dumping and how it is bullish. Why? Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a fucking wave 1. Meaning that the ABC move is going to be a big wave 2. Meaning that Ethereum is, even if Ethereum outperforms, the rotation of money is going to happen from BTC in Ethereum to altcoins. Altcoins would be the next, probably in September, October. I think altcoins can, October, November, December, altcoins can really, really do great. They can be the one to make new all-time highs non-stop. So forget about ETH, forget about BTC. I mean, this is what your eyes, your focus should be. This is your focus. Should be your focus, you know. Just your focus should be here, and our focus would be here, basically. So if you are here so just have your mind at the right place. Ask yourself whether you want to make money simply by having some small trades or whatever, or ask yourself that you really want to make some good generational money. Because I think altcoins are next, and they are heating up. Once this 5 waves and everything is done, ABC is done, once we go to golden pocket zone, $234 billion, this is going to be your trigger to start accumulating altcoins. 234 billion till 208 billion, which is 11% downside. So you really need to be, you really need to be ready to accept the fact that, your coins, if you start buying from golden pocket zone, will face some downside, maybe 11 to 12%, will face it. You might go in a red, but at the end of this whole thing, your portfolio is gonna just go off the roof, basically. You just have to manage your risk, that's it. So this is really bullish. This is my plan. For our friend who asked Sui, basically, this was my plan for Sui. I really want this green line to test, and just went for the green line as well. Of course, he had 3.8. And now the plan for the Sui is, I think the way the structure is forming a very good, I would say, it formed a very good, this thing, triangle, basically, a solid one. So basically this was a sharp move downside. This is A, B, C, D, a bounce for wave E, and just dump it down for like this. This is how I see Sui, basically. And as you can see, even Sui just swept the highs the way Ethereum did, and later on it just went down like this. What Ethereum is most likely going to do, probably, so this is, honestly, in my view, this is how I see Sui. Now, if you really want to be bullish, if you really want to buy Sui, I think you should not be buying Sui till we are flipping 3.81. So once you flip this, then only you buy it, because then it's going to go for a good breakout, and it can even go for like $5 to $6, because that's a very good, a very good and a huge potential for the breakout. But for now, you really want 3.81 to flip. If you don't flip, then khalas. I mean, just don't look for Sui, honestly. But this is how I see. Because if you look at the weekly time frame on Sui, I mean, the RSI is barely holding. I mean, it's just going to go to 50%. There is a bad divergence over here. And we don't have any bull divergence, honestly speaking. But just look at, once the RSI start losing 50, khalas. It's not going to stop, basically. So you just have to be very, very careful, Talking about the Dodge. Dodge is in my red box, honestly speaking. This was my plan. Go to the red box and bounce. It did bounce from this red box, honestly speaking. If you see here, it did bounce and almost went to 18% move, but it failed to flip this green line. So this green line is very, very crucial. You can consider it as like a bull bear territory. We need a flip here. Now, even if it is in my buy zone, I won't do anything. I won't long it till we reclaim the levels of 0.23251. Because if we don't do it, then I think we really, really, really don't need to long. So even if this is a good levels to long, I won't take any risk, because the blood moon is on us, guys. The blood moon is coming. So I really don't want to take that risk, honestly speaking. So this can be a fake out, and you really wanted this to flip the 2315. So wait, don't rush into anything. See, you might feel that, hey, I mean, I did not cut the bottom, I missed the 10% move, blah, 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 shit. But because if you start, longing here, the downside risk is huge. The downside risk is here. I mean, 32% downside risk versus 10% upside. So it's the risk reward doesn't make sense, honestly speaking. Yeah, in my view. So best is wait for this to flip here. Once it flips, once it gives you 3 consecutive close, green close above this line, 3 consecutive close on the daily time frame, you can just simply long it with your stop loss under this. So you can target this red box, 34 cents, and later on we can target 44 cents. Gold long is simply printing for us, and I'm damn happy with the way we have played the long on gold. I don't know how many of you guys took it, but I'm really happy the way you guys have played with me. So it's almost more than 3 hours, and I'm anticipating gold it was around 3319 basically. That was our entry, and I'm expecting gold to most likely break out, honestly speaking. So my target for gold is the way Ethereum did. Just go to 3,500 and fuck off. I mean, just go there. And we're just likely going to sell our gold or close our gold position. And yeah, man, but this is damn crazy. I mean, this is really good. By end of this year, I'm expecting gold to go around $4,000 and or maybe 3,876 to $4,000. This is what the final target for the gold. And if you really want to see the HTF targets for the gold, the HTF targets for the gold is somewhere between $5,000 to somewhere between $6,000, honestly speaking, because the ultra bull case for the gold is that we are just simply, we just have started the bull run for the gold basically. So this is like wave 1, 2, 1, 2, and this is like a wave 3, So wave 3 goes to the bigger 241 normally. So the wave 3 is likely going to end around 5,000. So that's gonna be your wave 3. It goes up here 3, 4, 5, and that's gonna be your wave 3. And after that, we see a pullback to 3,700, 3,400. And let's go for a bigger push up till maybe $6,000 to $7,000. So gold, I mean, honestly speaking, if you have got an opportunity to buy gold under 3,000 or maybe even 3,200, simply you should have taken it. I already gave you the long from, if you remember, 3,126. We bought a good gold spots around 3,126. And we are riding it, guys. There is no reason to sell, honestly. Silver is also looking great to me, honestly speaking. So that's all for today. And last chart really I would like to see is also the total crypto market cap. Total crypto market cap is going into its support, and we are already saying 5 waves here. So that's our 5 waves, rejecting from 1618. Yeah, this is good. And basically what I personally see for because we are going to its support, the previous all-time highs for total crypto market cap. So there's a very good chance that this is a very interesting, you can say a very, very, very good, what do you say? 3 drive, fucking 3 drive. Look at the volume. Yeah, volume is down. I mean, ideally you should see volume from here. So hence there is a glitch. I mean, glitch in the sense the volume is slightly higher, but there is a 3 drive, but it doesn't go well with the theory because the volume is slightly higher from the daily perspective. But let's say if this is 3 drive, then you know what the drill. I mean, this is clearly you really want to see going back to 3.53 trillion, back under like 3.29, a bearish retest. This is going to be your support around $3 trillion, another push up, and this is where you would like to buy heavy because the swing opportunity will happen here. I really don't think we will take these lows in one go. We'll just bounce before that, probably around 2.3, 2. We're just going to front this liquidity, and we will bounce till around the 50%. So things are going to pump 50, 60%. That's going to be your alt season, basically. Who cares? I mean, if it dumps 70%, 80%, then it gives you 100%. We are not buying anything. We are not having anything. So we will just make money with this way, basically. So because if you look at the weekly time frame, yes, weekly we have a good bearish engulfing candle here. Weekly RSI, just losing this MA. Not good. And it's like, you know, we still have a hell lot of opportunity and room to dump on this. I don't know what's going to happen with the blood moon, but things are looking a bit scary to me, honestly speaking, especially from weekly perspective. I mean, the daily is good. The daily is still good because we are having a good support. As you can see, yeah, we are having support like this. So the daily is good. I mean, the daily will look bad once we start losing 41%. Then the daily will just like be, oh my God, what the fuck is happening? And you just probably see some wick. So most likely what I forecast is, even if you try to long anything, what's going to happen is your stop loss is not going to trigger. So your stops won't trigger, basically. That's what I feel, you know. Most likely they're going to take you out. Liquidations are going to happen because we need the liquidity. I mean, once you get these liquidations, you just had a wick like this. Wick, you know, just had a big candle like this, a wick. So if you look at the size of this candle, it dumped almost like 16%, or you can say 15.6%. And the same candle, it recovered almost, you can say 18.4%. A very similar thing can happen. It dumped literally like, you know, 15 to 16%, goes down like this. People will think that, hey, just take the liquidity. And we don't take this liquidity. It just dumped like this 15, 16%. And the same candle, it just pumps like this 15, 16%. So if you just want to have a little bit of, I would say, you know, entries, some sort of, you can say, magic entries. I think 3.2 trillion is the best levels to long BTC and Ethereum. I won't suggest alts because many alts can go nuts. They can simply dump 50, 60%. So I would not recommend alts, but at least BTC and Ethereum, yeah, we can do. I mean, we can take some risk, you know, but not more than 2x leverage, guys, honestly speaking. In case if this blood moon dump is really dangerous, and if it don't play out this way and it go like this, then we have a big problem. So, yeah. So I won't give you any limits. I'll just keep on seeing the charts as and when I see a flush is happening or a big crash is happening, like a big dump is happening, like, and I see on the lower term time frame in the sense 5 minutes, because I have been playing 5 minutes on this big flash, you know, for a long time, not now. But if you look at this whole thing, the 5 minutes chart, just go back. I just want to show you very interesting. I'm not sure. Look at the 15 minutes. Forget about the 5 minutes. Just look at the 15 minutes. I want to show you very interesting data. Basically, how you can probably catch the bottom of any coin, you know. So see. So this is like a 5 minutes, a 15 minutes time frame. And what happens is whenever a coin starts keep on dumping, and whenever on 15 minutes you see a very good pin bar candle, 15 minutes pin bar, see. So once you see a very good pin bar candle like this, and the price is just simply goes back down to fill this liquidity, you just long it with the stops under this, and you can ride. Of course, you can't catch this whole bottom, but at least you can catch a very good move like this. You know, at least I can say you can catch 15 to 20% move, easy peasy. And if you go to 5 minutes time frame, I think you can definitely catch the full move, because 5 minutes is really, really good. I mean, from RSI perspective as well. So that's all, guys, and have a nice night. Wish you all the very best for the WSOT competition. Let's kill it. I'll just share my link as well on how to be in my team. Probably tomorrow I'll share it. Good night. Bye-bye.